A lot of traders do not understand the macro. It's very important you understand the impact of the yields, the impact of the Fed rates, impact of the US dollar. I tweeted out that link. You can go study about it. But at the high level, when the bond yields are rising, the return the investors get those, the stocks usually get beaten down. The money to borrow becomes expensive. So the small caps, mid caps, they get a little beaten down. Also, the investors are making more on the yields. A lot of investors move towards the yields, and so the stocks are sell down. It doesn't really have that crazy of impact on the large cash rich stocks, but it does have a lot of impact on the other names. That's why the market was gapping down this morning. If you see that, I'm not going to go through this. You can go and read the articles all about the 10-year yield, the 30-year yields. But in this morning, VIX was not that impactful today. It was mostly because yields were spiking, right? So you can use the ticker TNX. You could see that yields were today gapping up here, and they were pretty strong in the morning. So that's why you saw this weakness on the market at the open. So we'll talk about that, how we traded that. And middle of the day, the yields kind of pulled back, broke the Ripster clouds. You can use the Ripster clouds as well on the yields, and that's when we got some calls on the market. So we'll talk about the trades that you could take when these kind of calls happen. But overall, yesterday was a choppy day. Today, definitely there were some midday repeatable setups. There were morning shorts. If you go to a rotation tracker, you could see that most of the hard names, mostly red, until their midday call. In the pre-market planning, I said yields are going crazy. IWM will be getting hit harder if yields keep going. If we break yesterday lows, do not touch long under that. Watch VIX 18 as well. If yields push, VIX pushes, we can short the market under yesterday lows. So you see this is the QQQs, which was strong at the open. So I didn't tell the traders to short at that time because we were not breaking under the yesterday lows. But as soon as I saw that the QQQs are breaking the pre-market lows, or even you could start short right here. You see this 512, you can short it. That's when I told my trader, you can take a short. So you see the short was from right here from 701. It stops around 702s, and you take it all the way down to 695. The puts went 100%. I told the traders, watch the QQQ short under the yesterday lows. Once it broke that, I told the short is confirmed, and that's when we faded from 699 to 698 to 696. We even hit closer to the 695. Failed once and then it curled again. So this is where you get long on the second curl try. You see the first curl try failed. We already exited the shorts right here, but then what happened was a second push came. It took the market all the way. This is the 512 curls. So this is where we longed in the community. So we went all the way towards the MTF cloud. I told the traders that we are hitting the MTFs. There's going to be rejections there, and that's exactly happened. You see how the Ripster clouds rejected. You could short it back again. At the same time, the yields also started to bounce as well. You could see here, and that's when the market dropped. Yield is not always that impactful. This is just a high value of yield. That's why we're seeing all that. So that was a short, guys. You can see my timestamp guidance here. It gives you the short with the levels, with the clouds, and you can also long, and you know where your target is, and you can exit when the 512 breaks.
Come to trade with Ripster. Join the community at www.tennettradegroup.com.